I'm a painfully slow reader, but I want to read more, so welcome to my series 1 Week, 1 Hour, 1 Read. Today, we are continuing this. So, I began reading at 230 page, and in an hour I got to 261, so 31 page, and then I looked at the small part of this book that was left, like this, and I decided, okay, today is the day I am finishing it. Mentally, I was done with it already because I need something else to read. It's not a very great detective novel, and I need something a bit more complicated than that, but it was a cozy read. Again and again, I'm gonna keep saying that because, relaxed read, very easy to read, very nice. I'm just not gonna read any more of them. Let's just say that. It's not the greatest detective story that I read. Fair enough, I only read one more. But even in comparison, the first book I read for this series, which was Naked Heat by Richard Castle, it was a much better detective story. I liked it much more than this, and it had a better romance line than this. And yes, this is just first book of the series, and then continuation is set up in this book. So there is a whole series to explore the romance line of this book and stuff, and there are mysteries that are also set up for definitely future books. But let's just say it wasn't surprising, and it was a little bit disappointing to me who the killer ended up being. And it, as I mentioned in a previous episode, it was more of here is a fact. Here is a fact. Okay, this fact makes everyone believe that this is the killer. We go talk to the killer. We say 2 sentences, and they crumble and tell you the truth. And then, oh, okay, it's definitely not them. I mean, sure, there is space for that. I'm not judging. I'm not a murder mystery writer, which I am working on a murder mystery plot for my next book, so I'm kind of, deriving some information, what should I do, what I shouldn't do from what I'm reading. And yeah, I just feel that the murder mystery in this one is a little bit underwhelming for me personally. I'm not saying that it's bad. Most probably, there are people who would love this. But I am just not one of those people. So, yeah. But I am done. I am actually glad that I read it, because I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. Towards the end, it was a tiny bit boring because I get very tired of the grammatical mistakes and the repetition of specific words, and let's just say whatever I'm gonna read next gonna be different, from a different author and maybe a different genre. So yeah, that's that. And please leave me recommendations for what to read next. I am considering options that I have. I have several ideas of what I'm gonna do next, but I am open for any of your suggestions. So sell me one of your favorite books, advertise it. But yeah, I will either look something up from what I am considering, or I'm gonna go to the bookstore and choose something new, or maybe if you have suggestions, I would love to see them, and maybe I will consider that. So I'm babbling too much, honestly, about nothing, but yeah, that's that. And I am glad that you're following my journey of trying to read more. I am really trying to keep up with it, even though I am actively forgetting all the time that I kind of have to read, you know, just for this series, of course, but like, I am enjoying reading. I'm not gonna lie. Reading is enjoyable. But when I'm like actively writing or busy with other stuff, like life, I do sometimes forget that I kind of have this specific series to keep up, and that I've promised myself to read more, you know. Okay, I guess that's it for today, and yes, leave comments, suggestions, opinions. I am open to any of that. If you have any questions, please ask. I am absolutely would be glad to answer any if you have. So thank you for following. If you're not following my page, that would be very nice of you if you do, especially if you like my babbling about bullshit. So yeah, follow for more. If not, then just see you later.